Okay, good morning. Good morning. Sorry about that. Was having a little bit of a tech issue. This broadcast is for educational and demonstration purposes only. I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. Okay, good morning, everybody. Give you a chance to find the stream. All right, let me rearrange my camera a little bit. Okay. Let's give the market a few minutes to settle down here. Okay, let's take a look at the Forex factor here real quick. Uh, Today is Thursday, June 6th. Unemployment claims came out this morning at 8:30. Which is about an hour ago. Unemployment claims increased last week. I believe we have the jobs report tomorrow. Be careful on that jobs report. Unemployment claims, let's see, coming up. Natural gas storage at 10:30. Calendar looks pretty clear for today. Tomorrow, unemployment rate, non-farm employment change, average. Okay, so tomorrow are some pretty big news reports at 8:30. We look pretty clear for today. Okay, so let's take a look at the leaderboard here. So far this morning, this is where how we're looking. We got the crude signal A, YM signal A, Nasdaq signal B, gold signal A. Yesterday I went back and checked that ES, and it was really my own fault. Instead of the start time being at 11 a.m., I had it set for 11:30, which was why I was sitting there watching it for 15 minutes yesterday, wondering why I wasn't getting in. Wow, look at the YM. Let's take a look at the YM. Dow Diamond. Wow, the signal A is on fire. Hey, good morning, Pete. Pretty choppy so far, yes, sir. Let's try to get at least a half a loaf today. No pokes in the eye. Good morning, Suzanne. Oh, just took a trade. Let's see if the winning streak continues. It took a reversal. Hmm. Just popped through that area of resistance. This thing could run on a signal B. I think the signal A was the wrong way on this one. Yeah, YM is my leader too. And you know what? This thing could continue to go up. It just broke through that major area of resistance. So if we wanted to play that, the Nasdaq is in just total chaos right now. Yeah, I've noticed that, Leonard. The signal B has been doing really well. Yesterday I highlighted the top three, and the NQ30 range signal B is up there. You're right. Wow, this YM is a bit extended right now. It might be a better trade to wait for a retracement back to the 50 and catch the signal A. What I'm going to do is I don't see my 15 and 50. I like to see those, so I'm just going to make those visible if I can. The YM just popped right through that area of resistance. This might be the short roll out of that consolidation. There it goes. You were just talking about this one, Leonard. This is the signal B, the one that's been hot. And it caught a nice short trade, really tight to the 50. Oh, this one could go all the way. Why was that a beautiful trade? All the stars aligned for that one. Got wicked out. The YM is off to the races. Gold, not too shabby this morning, Rao. Not too shabby. 450. Let's see what gold is doing. A lot of volatility with gold. Look at this signal A rolling down. So on my strategies on that NQ30 range signal A, the haymaker, I'm going to try to pop into that trade short. So I'm going to, I just enabled my haymaker strategy, which is a signal A. It sounds like I just got in. So let's see how that trade pans out. Nope. Why the YM took off. Man. Shoot. And it looks like I missed this one on the signal A. I really don't want this. All right, let's go back to the B. So I'm going to play the NASDAQ signal B since it's been doing so well. And I see my gear's about to get locked. So let's see if we can get through this area of support. So I've enabled my signal B on the 30 range. Keeping an eye on the Dow. It's just headed straight up right now, and I'm just too late to the party to get in. A reversal might, this overextended, a reversal might be in order. Might be a good play. So we're looking to break through this area of support right here for a short trade. A lot of volatility building up in that sideways action. There we just took the reversal on the YM. Good volume on the NASDAQ. Might get that short roll now on the signal A. I'm going to switch over to the A now. Just because of the setup, I'm going to go back to the haymaker. So what's my thought process here is I'm looking at what our trigger is. I'm looking at the RSI line in that Laguerre oscillator, and I know if it breaks down to the downside now, it's going to get me into that trade nice and early. The only problem really is I am headed straight into that area of support. So well, let's see what happens. So now that the YM has come back down, we could do a play on the YM signal A and a continuation to the long side. So I can build a new strategy, go to template, load, and look for my YM signal A, which is the Dow Diamond. And I'm going to look to put this in my evaluation account. I'm going to make it put it in the correct instrument. And I'm going to put it in that Apex 17. Got a monster trade on the retirement plan. Yeah, I tell you, you can't keep your eye off of that retirement plan. Oh, I missed the YM move. Oh, that retirement plan, I'm telling you, is it's number one on my list this month. I took my eye off it. I missed that. I missed the entry. You could see it came right up out of that right up out of the 20% line in my Laguerre, and it had I been enabled, it would have popped me in long right here. So if we go to a signal B, it looks like this YM wants to run. So let's go to the YM signal B. And I'm going to stick with the NASDAQ signal B. So the YM signal B drone is up 595. I just put that same strategy in my Apex evaluation account. And the NASDAQ, you can see, is just retesting this area of support. Once we break through here, we might have a little bit of running room. Right now, we got a lot of volatility building up. But if this thing breaks down, we're going to be in it we're going to be in it very quickly. Here we go. Come on. This is the break we need right here. So you want your NASDAQ 30 range signal B enabled to get into this trade. Come on. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go to a little room here. Let's give it a little room. Come on, break down. I thought we were gone. Come on. Come on down. I don't want to put too much risk on this trade. I want to live to fight another day if this fails. Really high volume. These are the entries that we want to get into. 2,500 contracts a minute crossing. We have the potential for some really good follow through on this trade. Here we go. Now it's trying to break. Come on. Yeah, it's time to quit for you, Pete. Come on, give me a one and done. Keep going. Push it down. Got that 50 tick trailing stop. Uh, let's hope it's enough room for it to mature here. Come on down. Don't stop now. Keep coming. Mm. Ah, boy, it just almost whipped me out of there. Mm. Well, that was a beauty, and we only made 135 bucks. Let's see if we can get this long trade on the YM. Maybe we'll get a bounce off the 50 here. Getting a nice retracement now, which is what we're looking for. If this RSI line comes into this green area and we get the roll, that's our signal A entry. So I'm going to prepare myself for that haymaker strategy. If we get a short roll on this with that haymaker enabled, I can get in nice and early. Oh, we got into the YM trade. Oh, we got in short. Wasn't really looking for the short entry on that, but let's see how it works out for us. Try to get some of the risk off of it. Hey, good morning, Rao. Gold, I was just talking about you. Gold is having a good day today. I'm going to attach my stop on this trade to my modified fast. It's actually gave it a little more room. Not crazy about the short entry on the YM and they're really driving the price up. It's a counter trend trade, but it's so overbought. I figure we'll give it a shot. What would this signal be? You know what could be setting up nicely right now is the retirement plan. Let's keep an eye on that. 6,000 in gold. For the love of God, Ralph. You're going to be driving a Rolls Royce over there in India, my friend. Here we go with the short roll. Let's keep an eye on the 30 range. I'm going to stick with my signal B. It's been working well, and the numbers support it. So I'm in the YM short, and I'm looking for a short roll on the NASDAQ. Hey, Lawrence. Good morning. I know, Scott. I was gonna go. I was looking to get in the YM long, but it popped me in short. I'm gonna squeeze it a little tighter. I can't even see it with this diamond here. All right, so we got a small winner on the YM. Really took that trade only because it came right to the top of our leaderboard. You could see my leaderboard here. Crude oil is trading well. Rao made big money in gold. Uh, yeah, that was a crazy trade, Scott. You're right, though. Well, actually, Scott, the signal B, um, with the signal A, we would have popped in long on the YM, really tight to the 50. You can see the cross. That cross is actually a signal A, Scott, with my Laguerre crossing over out of the 20, through the 20. The YM, historically, it hasn't been really our strongest strategy. But when the market, sometimes it's just a good day for that instrument. Oh, the YM just hit a 1-day pass. Look at that. Boy, the YM is lighting up my leaderboard here. Yeah, I see this, Kim. About 11 a.m. on this ES chart. Yesterday, if you're joining us late, yesterday, I'm almost embarrassed to tell you, I was looking at the ES chart yesterday, trying to get into that signal B trade because it was just trending up, and I was wondering, what is preventing this thing from firing off? I thought my computer was broken. Well, it turns out that I had in the parameters of the strategy, I had it starting at 11:30. Oh, look at this. Instead of if I go to my strategies and go back to that haymaker, I might catch this short roll here. So I just enabled my haymaker, looking to see if this swings back down to the downside. But I'll tell you, the NASDAQ is giving us a lot of stutter steps here. It's a little tricky this morning on a 30 range. The 2-minute might be a little more conservative. But back to the ES. The ES, I was looking at by the half hour of the day pre-market, and it showed from 11:30 to 12:30 these two big, huge green things. So I switched in my parameters for it to start at 11:30 instead of 11. And that's why I was staring at it, wondering, why isn't this thing triggering? The little arrows were all over my chart. But that was why. There goes the YM again. Your gold did nothing today? Let me just see what I'm enabled on, just so I can keep track. I have the haymaker. I think I'm going to disable that for now. And I have the 30 range signal B. So I'll keep that one since it's been a really hot strategy. Now the YM dropped on us. Here's a trade for Rel. The system just shorted gold. I looked at gold a little earlier. There was a lot of volatility, a lot of nice moves up and down. Since the market's opened, it's a lot of sideways action. Not something I feel good about trading right now. Our drone brought the bot's stop and targets way in. If you notice, this is my bot, and you can see where it's placed my stop and my profit target. The last 5 or 10 trades it took, it found that it's a ranging market. It's choppy, so it's taking very little risk and going for very small profit targets. Still failed, but a good try. Normally we're going for about 90 ticks on gold. These market conditions on gold, our drone brought the targets way in. All right, so we're in this long trade on the NASDAQ. My 15 is green, my 50 is green. The problem is that all morning it's been going down. Really a strong signal is when my 30 range is in alignment with my 2-minute. And you can see here my 2-minute I'm still in a market structure wise. I'm still, looking at a short entry. So a little more risk associated with this one. So I'm going to look for my next entry for these to be in alignment. A signal A now on the 30 range would be a better entry because my 2-minute, but they're not in alignment. So let's just step aside and wait for those to be in alignment. We're about break even on the Apex account. But I really like the short roll on the retirement plan now. This is kind of what I was waiting for on this retirement plan. I was waiting for this RSI line to come back up into this green area, get tighter to the 50, and now take a short roll. So let's try to get into that trade. And to do that, I would go to my strategies and find my retirement plan, and I'll put it on my PA account, and I'll look for a short roll to the downside on this 2-minute chart on the retirement plan. The YM 1-day pass is just running up the score. Man, oh man. The YM from the minute we turned it on came up over the radar, and it gave us the it was waving at us. Now they're both starting to get into agreement. All right, we just got in on the PA account. Let's see if we can get some follow through here. Come on. Push on down. Great job, Peter. Great day trading. I think you're wise to call it quits. Come on now. Come on now. Come on down. Take some of the risk off of this. Come on, retirement plan. Push on down. Push on down. There you go. Okay, here we go. Come on now. Come on. Giving us some heat here. We got very little risk on this trade. If we can get ourselves a little bit of wiggle room, a little breathing room is all we need. Might be okay. Come on, give us a push. Well, oh, that wasn't even my account. Holy moly. That was the wrong account. Let's check the PA account. We're still in the trade. I moved the stop on the retirement plan, not on my PA, and I'm still in the trade. So this time I might have sabotaged my SIM account instead of my live account. Let's see. Come on down. Go down. Bouncing right off that 15. Come on down. Boy, this sideways action is tough, tough, tough. What's the ES doing? You're a good man, Pete. Uh, let's take a look. I'm kind of wrapped up in this trade on the 2 minute right now. It's, this sideways action has me a little concerned on this trade. Momentum is just flat. Come on, work your way down. Bouncing off the 15. Trouble. Okay, we got stopped out. All right. I should have practiced what I preached with the 30 range and the 2 minute being in alignment. We don't have that alignment yet. Gold took a winner, Ralph. Signal A on gold just hit. Here comes the ES breaking above the VWAP, headed right back into that area of resistance. Now they're starting to line up. That move down in the first hour could be just a big fake out. The cash register just went long. Cash register is a signal A. We're going to wait for about 11 o'clock, and look for a signal B on the ES. Now it just went long. Okay, nothing easy this morning. You waiting to see the 1 day on gold? Didn't win today. Oh, you want me to play the 1 day? Not today. I've got a feeling that this, and this is just a gut feeling, it means nothing. But looking at the E-mini pushing up, this thing is going to continue where it was yesterday in a minute. I hope. Crude oil, gold, the NASDAQ. Crude oil, NASDAQ, YM. Crude oil, gold, the NASDAQ. Oh, look at this. This is the same trade. The bot that it uses that AI integration somehow is still in this short trade. YM is pinned down. That's a nice setup for a short on the YM. I'm going to take a signal B on the YM. I enabled the signal B on the YM. So I'm in short positions on the 2-minute NASDAQ. Black gold is in a monster trade. We'll take a look at crude oil here in just a second. Oh, wow. Let me bring up my performance real quick. What have you done for me lately? Let's see. This is my performance on the ES, on the signal Bs. The bot is up 770. The drone is up 1233. Really nice winning percentage, too. On these strategies, if we can win 50%, we're going to make a lot of money. So that's starting at 11. Things are starting to line up to the upside now on the NASDAQ. Now we've got some overhead resistance coming up, but it's slowly starting to. My moving averages are starting to go green on us in alignment. That's a major component of our trading systems is a multi-time frame alignment. And that's our bias indicator. On your trading chart, let me see if I have an open chart. Well, I can open one real quick. This green on the NASDAQ 30 range, this green background color is telling you that on a higher time frame it's also headed up. And this is my RS. I'm going to put my RSI line in my Laguerre oscillator to be this hot pink color. And I do this because this is going to show me our trigger, our entries. Signal A and B are both looking at this. Signal B is when it's locked long or locked short. Signal A is when it crosses through the 20 or the 80 line. Yeah, the summer months can be historically the volume is a lot lower than normal. We need one good one today. Now my 30 range and 2 minute are coming into alignment. It's just a really, oof, man, is it a choppy day. Black gold. Let's take a look at this crude chart one more time. Oh, I'm in the YM trade. So that YM did take that trade. I'm going to pin it to my stop, to my modified fast. I'm sorry. I like the entry that I saw, and we wound up getting into it. Now I'd like it to go into my profit window. Once it gets into my profit window, my stop should squeeze it and lock in these profits. Let me take it off of the indicator. I'm going to squeeze it a little bit. So we picked up that short entry on this YM right tight to the 50. My 15 and 50 were both red. My Laguerre was locked short, and we were able to get into that trade for a nice move down. So we caught a couple of nice winners on the YM. Just by seeing that it came up over our radar this morning. I'm waiting for this 30 range in the 2 minute here on the NASDAQ. 11 o'clock, we're going to look to get a, probably it looks, the way it's looking is a long trade on the ES. I came right up and kissed my stop on the YM. But now things are looking a lot better for that NQ. I see both my 2 minute and 30 range in alignment. Let's see what happens when we get up to this area of support, the resistance, excuse me. I could get a big bounce. This is trying to push, this is trying to go all the way for us here. Maybe we give it a little more room. Come on down. Come on down, baby. Let me give it some more room here. Volume's a little low. I'm going to move it right to the wick of the previous candle. Okay, we got stopped out, but that was a beautiful trade on the YM. You can see the entry that we got. Nice and tight to the 50. Our 15 and 50 are sloping down. And we rode that trend, right? We rode it in the direction of the trend down for just about a $400 gain. Just under $400. Now, I don't want this thing to pop back in long right now, so I'm going to take it off. You know, a good play might have been the bounce and roll down. We'll see. It's going to retest. It looks like it's trying to come back to retest it. I don't know. Got a lot of upside resistance here on the NASDAQ. We're getting kind of close to 11. Take a quick look at the what these stock tickers are doing. Yesterday was a huge day for NVIDIA. It's kind of flat today. Wow. My Amazon position is doing really well today. Surprising. Might be a good time to get out of that position. I'd love to get this pushed through this area of resistance. We might just get it. Here we go. It's going to test it right here. The ES that we're going to look at is the signal B. And it starts trading at 11 a.m. That right now is my hottest strategy. Most efficient too. It's having a little trouble here getting through that ceiling. Let me see if I can get out of this position on Amazon. It's been giving me a lot of trouble, and my expiration date is coming right up. Coming back up to test it again. All right, I got out of that one. Something just fired off. This is the way my top strategies today so far. Gold A, signal A, crude oil. That 2-minute AI bot with the stops and profit targets being adjusted is leading the way for the 2-minute NASDAQ. The crude oil, that's the same as the signal A, very similar. It doesn't have the AI integration. My evaluation is up to 290. My PA, unfortunately, is down about 250. So I'd really like to get a nice trade on that PA account. The YM did very well for us today. Crude oil on the signal A. Well, this is a nice entry on the ES signal A. Let's see if the cash register jumps into it. Well, I don't know if we can get through this. We're right up against the wall here. The bears are pushing price down. That's their red line right there. Your cash register's in, Kim? It went long. And now it's acting like it's going to roll over and die. This is the time to go short, right off of this big area of resistance. There goes the retirement plan. This is the 2 minute that's kind of leading the way on the NQ 2 minute. There it goes. Man, this could be a big roll. Glad I just got out of Amazon. Well, let's keep an eye on the 30 range. This will set up. This could set up quick for us on a short trade. Let's try to get it. Let's go to that NQ signal B. I'm going to make it a little more conservative. It's very conservative. We'll look to get into a trade on the PA account on this roll to the downside. I need my 15 below my 50, or it's not even going to get in. I've got it on maybe overly conservative settings. But in order for that trade on the 30 range to get in, my 15 has to cross the 50. Even though my Laguerre is locked to the downside, I have that as a condition. I'm glad I had it as a condition. Boy, this is a tough trading environment today. Let me tell you, nothing's easy today. It looks like it's going to start going one way, and it just comes back and reverses on us. Very choppy. Coming back up to retest. All right, let's switch it over to the signal B. We're getting ready. It's almost 11 o'clock. Well, in this tight ranging market, um, hmm, the only thing I could think of to play is kind of risky. Just playing the bounce off of these areas of resistance. I'd love to see it break through and give us some daylight. It's stuck. Have a good day, Peter. Yeah, Growl. Gold for me is a bit hard to trade, but I was doing well with gold a few weeks ago, very early, like around 7 a.m. I was getting really nice trades. Let's see if we can get a push up here. We're just a few minutes shy of 11. If I was going to enable my ES signal B, the way it's looking now on the chart is it would with my Laguerre headed down and almost in that red area, it'd be looking for a signal B to the short side. Um, with the Nasdaq unable to break through this resistance, it might be a good play. Yeah, Rao, I noticed that. Really big moves up and down. Really great volatility. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what the numbers show, and the numbers show that ES signal B at 11 o'clock. So I'm just going to put it in my evaluation account. I really like to make the money back in my. Let's put it in the PA account. Let's go to that ES signal B. Let's make sure it's starting at 11. It is. And it is below the VWAP. Okay, so let's go ahead try to get that short here in 1 minute. See what it does. It's I need my Laguerre to get locked to the downside. This is the time of day. That's signal A on the 30 range. Just hasn't been a lot of follow through to the downside on the Nasdaq today. Whoa, there it goes. It just went short. The haymaker triggered. The signal A is short on the 30 range. Man, black gold has been trading really well today. There's a spike in volume. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, that's great, Rao. Keep up the great work. 3-to-1 profit factor. Incredible. No follow through. Bounce right back up. There goes the YM again. Well, I'd rather take no trade than a bad trade. Let's see where our signal B is today. Our signal B is minus 100. I'm really not feeling it on the ES right now either. Well, the good news is, God willing, tomorrow, Mark Miller will be on deck. And we're going to do a live presentation on the AI Auto Trader. If if you haven't been to a webinar before where we go through the explanation, a little more in-depth, informative webinar on this AI Auto Trader tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to put a link, and it always helps us out if you can like the videos on YouTube, if you can click your like button. And I wanted to thank those of you that left Charles such a beautiful review. Really, he was so grateful, and it meant so much to him. So thank you. God bless you. If you missed yesterday, you know the owner of Right Line Trading, Mark Miller, extremely generous guy, man of God. He offered Charles, hey, any good reviews, any positive reviews that come through social media that mention what a great job you're doing or how much they like the trading system. That helps the company, and He's going to give Charles a $50 spiff. And a few of you went and did it, and Charles had tears in his eyes, and I wanted to thank you. He was very grateful. So if you'd like to do it today, if you didn't have a chance to do it yesterday, the website is Trustpilot. It's trustpilot.com, Trustpilot, and you can just search our company, Right Line Trading, and just leave a nice, say something nice about the AI Auto or Charles, and however you genuinely feel. Um, and I know that Charles would be very grateful. And as a company, it helps us, so we'd all be grateful. So tomorrow's a big day. We got Mark is going to be trading on YouTube, and we have a webinar at 1 o'clock on the AI Auto Trader. And I just need my notepad to paste this link on. We're going to do it Friday, tomorrow, June 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you have any questions, we're going to have a live Q&A. And I'm going to be giving a little bit more in-depth information on how the system runs, the performance, answer any questions, a little bit about the technology that the system is leveraging. And it's Friday. We always have a good time on Fridays. Looking forward to the weekend. This presentation is going to be called the AI Auto Trader, the ultimate edge for traders. Okay, here we go. Awesome, Manny. There's the link there. If you register using that link, you'll get emailed the access the access link to access the presentation. And I've got some great information to share. But I think what we're going to do is kind of call it quits a little bit early today. I'm going to disable the strategy I have enabled on my Apex. Actually, I had two. The Signal B, which I'm glad I didn't get into. This is just right now, from what I'm seeing, is a really tough trading environment. And, maybe this afternoon things will completely change. Who knows? And I just wanted to show the performance, our top strategies today, how things worked out. We have a really exciting for prop trading evaluations. We have our one-day pass. Our one-day pass scored big today on the YM, the Dow. And the Dow came right to the front of our radar this morning. Our I was able to capitalize on a few nice trades on the YM and get my evaluation account into the green with $290. Gold and crude oil, along with the YM, were the big winners today. Our NQ that leverages a 2-minute data series, that's our bot. The bot is the only one profitable in our NASDAQ lineup, and we've got a strong one. And that NQ 2-minute bot is leveraging the AI technology that adjusts the stop and the profit targets based on the market conditions. So it was a really choppy, ranging market today, and that's a testament to that strategy being able to show a profit. So that's how the leaderboard looked today. Tomorrow, and look at the crude oil. I've been saying it all session, and I failed to take action, and that's my fault. But that crude oil bot is in another trade now. It's looking at a $900 session, trading crude oil on the signal A. And what we'll do is we'll wrap up just watching that one trade here. Got into this beautiful trade. And we could pin our stop right onto attach it right onto our modified fast. Now we have a momentum-based trailing stop that will hopefully trail it all the way up to the profit target. Might be lining up again. Every time it shows it tells us, hey, look out for the short roll, but there's really no follow through on it. It fakes us out and it goes right back up, trying to push through this area of resistance. So it's kind of stuck in a channel right now. The 2-minute bot actually went long on it. And I even wrote it on my notes. Crude oil. Crude oil is one of those strategies that very quietly it gets into some really nice trades, and it's always on top of our leaderboard. You could see the volume just spiked. Oh, we had that natural gas report today. Usually don't see 2,000 contracts a minute on crude, so they're really pushing the price of crude oil higher. Let me take a look at Forex Factory. There must have been that report on the natural gas storage. Could be affecting it. Up by 98 BCF. A beautiful trade on crude oil. Yeah, Mandy, come check it out tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We've got a really exciting system. I like to refer to it as a powerhouse because it's just such a powerful system. And we trade it every day live here on YouTube. It trades 6 different instruments and really provides our members with an edge trading these financial markets. When we see institutional money start manipulating these different instruments, this system is all over it. Really provides us with some great trading signals and opportunities. Volume is kind of waning. It went from 2,000 contracts a minute to about 500. And this is a strategy that's risking 15 ticks or $150. And you can see it's up about 650 right now. That's why I was saying earlier, if we can win 50% of our trades, we'd be making a killing with our risk to reward ratio. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, Manny. What will happen is if this trade continues to push up towards my profit target, it'll get into what we call our profit window. And once it does that, my stop will pop way up and lock in that profit. And we have the ability really to set that profit window wherever we want. I think right now it's set for 5 or 10 ticks, but we could certainly make it 20 or 30. Once we get 700, that means that the trade has gone 70 ticks in our direction. We certainly don't want to risk more to give back more than we have the potential to make. And that profit window prevents that from happening. I could see just out of curiosity where that's on the black gold. I'll tell you where the profit window is at it. Good question. Let's take a look. I'll tell you right now, Scott. Um, oh, this thing has been acting weird all day. Now these results I'm showing now are the Unorenkos that we're testing. We haven't released these just yet. My RTY, which has been really consistent, is actually down 136 today. That trades on a 10 Unorenko, and it uses the signal C. The NQ, I think we have an NQ prime time here somewhere. NQ drone. Here. Here's a 20 Unorenko. The terrible. Yeah, that size Unorenko bar in this market must have looked, I mean, just completely sideways. A few other strategies that I have that are using the Unorenko. My conservative oil was down 143. The 8 Unorenko RAW, I named it, is down 403. A 2 Unorenko on the ES down 487. The 8 Unorenko on the NQ at no filter was down big, 1,000. The 1 minute Haymaker, that's running in the Toby account, is down 671, but it's up 200 on a trade right now. So the Unorenkos didn't make out well today, Scott. What I wanted to see was what my profit window is on that CL strategy. Because I tell you, if I'm up 720, I want that stop to be nice and tight. That's just me, though. You got to remember, I'm very conservative. But that's, I mean, a beauty. When you're only risking $150, that's a monster trade. Where is this master spreadsheet? Here it is. So this is the CL Black Gold strategy. And we have a master spreadsheet in the Discord chat group where you could see the inputs of every single one of these strategies. And our team meets every Friday for a few hours, and we crunch the numbers and make any adjustments that we see fit. And it's all based on the data. So the profit window on this strategy is 10. So if this number makes it to 800, my stop would pop up. For me personally, I think I would like it about 20. But we have it set at 10. So once you get it, once you reach 800, you could breathe easy. Or if you don't want it to go that far, you could always take your stop and move it up. There's nothing preventing you from doing that. All right. Let's see what happens with this Nasdaq here. I see now they're both in alignment. Just been no follow through to the downside on these trades. The great part about this system is all it takes really is one good trade, and it eliminates two or three losers, and you're right back on top. So you're just always one trade away from ending in a green position. We're about 6 ticks away from our profit window on crude. I did attach my stop to the 15 EMA, and I'm curious to see if it's going to affect the profit window. Usually it doesn't really like two stop strategies together. Again, we just didn't get the follow through to the downside. It looks like it's bouncing on us again. See if I can move this over. Yep, wick this out. So our signal B in a really rough market wound up right around break even. Our AI bot, you could see the bot took the same trade, but the target was moved in on it. So it's out of the trade, and it has the realized profits. Oh, here we go. See, it should have just put us in our profit window, and it didn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it off this. The order is being managed. Do you wish to disable that? Yes. So now it popped up into the profit window. I know when I end this broadcast, we're going to get a huge move, and I'm going to miss it, but I guess that's trading, right? It did put you in the profit window? Great. It's giving us a nice short setup here. I tell you, I'm very tempted to take a signal B. It just keeps bouncing. Now it's lined up with the 2-minute beautifully. I'm a little gun shy on this market here today. I think what I'll do is I'm going to, on my evaluation account, I'm going to go right back with the signal B on the ES. I'm going to put the ES signal B on my evaluation. Give it a shot. SLR. I'm not exactly sure. It could be. I disabled mine. I just don't like this trading environment here today. It's really rough. Maybe this afternoon things will, um, the market will find a direction. I keep thinking it's going to fly to the downside, but it never really does. I mean, the signal B is it's really tight to the 50. We have our 15 red or 50 red. Um, but it's been doing that all day. It just doesn't go anywhere. No follow through. No follow through. See? Same thing. All right. Well, I think we can all agree it's a ranging market here. It's just not giving us a direction to trade. So I'm going to call it a day. Crude oil looks like it's catching a northern breeze here and slowly drifting up to our profit target. So I hope everybody has a blessed day. The signal C's didn't make out well today. The ones that did make out well, and the ones that we always focus on, are the ones that are on our leaderboard. And today it was crude oil, gold. We had one profitable strategy on the 2-minute NASDAQ. And the YM. Man, the YM crushed it today. At one point, the YM was all over our leaderboard. We were able to pick up a couple of nice winning trades in an evaluation account, trading the YM. And the reason listen, there's no way in a million years I would have traded the YM had I not seen it on the leaderboard. Let's see what this strategy is, this Trader 2. I'm kind of curious. The Trader 2 is a crude oil on a 2 Unarenko. A 2 Unarenko on crude oil. Let's take a quick look at that. Trader 1. Trader 2, I'm sorry. Well, when you asked me earlier, Scott, about the Unarenkos, I must have missed that one. Let's take a look on the chart that I have the regular indicators on. There. So it was the Trader 2. And we'll change the data series to a Unarenko bar. And what it's looking at is a 2510. And I'm just going to load 1500 bars. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that target. Holy moly. This is an entry. This is the signal C entry, I believe, where it looks for the pullback to the 50 and continuation up. That was a beauty. It did it here. Got a pullback to the 50, continuation down, but we got stopped out. Went right into that volume zone. And those were the two trades of the day. Oh, wait. That's yesterday. So, man, look at that beautiful trade it took. It had the same trade, actually, that the black gold had. Exact same entry, almost. The black gold, let's take a quick look. CL black gold. That's the 15 range. Got the entry at 1051. This one took the entry at 1108. So this was that Unorenco on the crude oil trading a signal C. So that was the one bright spot for the signal C today was crude oil. That's the trader too. All right. Kim, we're still testing it actually. It is it hasn't been released yet. We have a couple of servers, and Sergio and a couple of other members of our team run a variety of different instruments on different settings. And on Fridays, we're going to go over all the data, and hopefully, we're going to be able to release a couple of these Unorenco new templates for the Signal C. It's something that we have a priority on right now. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. I'm starting to hear signals fire off in the background. The system is still trading away. So I hope everybody has a blessed rest of your day. And we will be back, God willing, tomorrow. It will be Miller time. And it's Friday. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Kim. Stephen, you had some trouble with the NQ data freezing on the Unorenco. We just recently changed our Unorenco bars because of that, Stephen. I highly recommend, if you look in the software update section, did you do the update? Yes, and the PA, yes, Scott. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. You just scratched my wound. I'm over here thinking about my PA account. But that's okay. You know, we took couple small drawdowns. I think I'm down 400 on my PA account between the last couple of days. But one good trade, and we'll be right back in it. But that is a priority. Stephen, just to finish my thought, we put new Unorenco bars in the update, the most recent update in the software update channel of the Discord. You got me on that one, Scott. I know. Today I was crazy. But we are aware of that, Stephen, and we have a fix for it. That's the good news. Get with Charles, and he'll fix you up with some brand new Unorenco bars. If you feel comfortable doing it yourself, re-download those same zip files from when you did the update. Re-download them again, and just redo the update. Use that tool, rebuild the strategies, and it'll have brand new Unorenco bars that don't freeze up. All right. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you very much for your time. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.